Hey, what's up guys? James here, and welcome back to another episode of Videos Nobody Asked For. And today is the long-awaited insects in the house, which again, no one asked for, but I've been delaying it for a while. A while is 2 days, so pretty much nothing. And so, yeah. In fact, I was gonna make this one before, the one about the ocean, but yeah, so I'm making it after 3 videos later. So I'm sure you've all had a situation like this happen to you before. There's an ant or there's a spider in your house. Hold on one second. There we go. So yeah, I think we've all had this happen to us before. You know, there's an ant in your house or a spider, and you have to pick it up with a tissue, and normally you just flush it down the toilet. Sometimes there's like a moth which gets in at night. Yeah, just like pretty much insects in the house. Moths get into my house sometimes as well. I'm not sure what happens to them. Alright, so I'll start off by talking about ants. In the summer, ants like to take residence in my house. And I've only started to notice this last year. And last summer, they took it in residence in my bathroom on the upstairs floor. And so while I was in there, one started crawling up my leg. So then I immediately threw it away, like across the room. And there's some in my kitchen this year. Now on to house centipedes. Now, these are pretty much harmless to humans. But because of their size compared to the other arthropods in my area, they are very creepy. And they have like a bunch of legs. So they're still pretty startling. And from time to time I'll see one on the walls of my house. But they're pretty rare. Except for one time when I was in the downstairs bathroom this time, and one ran in between my legs and behind the toilet, and then it ran behind a basket. I immediately got out of there. And those can be startling for sure, but nothing beats this next one. So I'm in my basement playing Xbox, and I don't know why I had my hand over the couch, over like the back of the couch, and like one hand on the controller, because I think I was just like watching YouTube or something, and I feel something on my thumb, like a little scratching. So I look, like miniature claws digging into my thumb. I look at my thumb, and there's this huge beetle scraping at it. And I didn't even get a good look at it. I'm still not sure what kind of bug it was. But within less than a second, I threw it as hard across the room as I could, and then I stood there for like 5 minutes making sure it didn't come back. I never found the body. That thing was huge. It was like the size of my fingerprint. I'm not sure what happened to it. Other things that have happened in the basement relate to spiders and daddy long legs. So the daddy long legs are harmless, but once I was showering and there was one on the ceiling, and the entire time I was just hoping that it did not fall onto me, because if it did, then yeah, that would not be a pleasant situation. I'm just gonna build this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So other things that have happened with spiders. So I had my family friends at my house one year, and there's a boy, and so I'm not sure which one of us noticed it, but there was a huge spider that was like black or red in like a small crack in the downstairs bathroom, in like the wall near the floor. And I think we must have poked at it or something. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. And then, so it just retreated into the wall where it came from. And then my dad patched it up with a piece of toilet paper roll in the wall. Like a napkin or something to stop the bugs from getting in. And now we're going to talk about pet bugs, because, you know, everyone loves to enslave insects. I had hermit crabs at one point. Those aren't insects, but who cares? Another time, I had a caterpillar, and it turned into a butterfly on my brother's birthday. But by far the best thing was a praying mantis, which my dad caught and kept in my terrarium with cacti in it. And then at one point, he got a black hornet, like a really big hornet, and he got this little cage with like mesh walls, which he would feed the mantis in. And then, so he put the hornet in, and the hornet approached the mantis. And within like a second, the hornet didn't even stand a chance. The mantis instantly snatched it up. Yeah, it instantly snatched it up in it like its mandibles, and it did not let go. The hornet tried to get out. It was like moving around and stuff, like wriggling around, but nothing it did would make it get out. And then we came back a couple of hours later, and the hornet was still alive. What do you know? And so guess what happened next? The mantis was still eating it, except at this point it had dug a hole going through one end of the hornet and out the other end while it was still alive. Eventually, the hornet died, but that was after a lot of suffering. Anyways, that's my video about the insects in the house. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, like, subscribe, and see you guys on the next video, where I am running out of ideas on what to talk about.